never been live on YouTube. I'm so excited to go live here. I feel so weird. I don't know why. I've gone live before on Instagram and I've gone live on Facebook like a million times, but I feel like it's like nerve-wracking because I don't know YouTube very well, but I've recently kind of exploded on YouTube, and so I'm like, oh, I should probably like go live here. And that's because everything I document on YouTube is our GLP1 journey. And so I figured I would just come in here. I don't even know if these save or not. I'm hoping that they do, but I figured I would just introduce myself, share the story as to why my husband and I decided to hop on a GLP-1 journey with GLP-1 medication. We're not doing GLP-1 peptide powders. We researched it a lot, and there's a huge distinct difference between the two, and we wanted to spend our money on something where we were going to see results in lots of different areas other than, you know, just the filling full kind of function. So anyways, my name is Christina. I am 34 years old. I am married to my husband, Ty, the literal love of my life. We have been together for almost 12 years, married for almost 11 next week, actually. We have 2 kids. We have a 7-year-old little boy and we have a 4-year-old little girl. And I'm actually a licensed therapist and also an entrepreneur. So I have built businesses on social media over the last 8 years. I've learned so much about it. It's kind of crazy that I've never utilized YouTube before, but I'm excited to be here. It's really cool. YouTube's great because you can definitely be more open and share more openly without like a bunch of like different AI bots restricting you from like sharing your truth and that sort of thing. So I'm excited to continue to grow here more. But anyways, so a little bit of background on us. We were partnered with a network marketing company. I built a very substantial income with this network marketing company. We've since chosen to shift from that and do other things, like lots of other fun things that create multiple different streams of income that we're more in alignment with. But great experience, learned so much, used many amazing products there and that sort of thing. And the reason why I mentioned that, my husband's working on the basement, so you might be able to hear him like drilling away. We're finishing it and he's building 2 playhouses. It's awesome. I actually thought about it. I was like, ooh, maybe I should like start documenting the things that he's building, make a YouTube out of that. So hello, thanks for hopping on. And feel free, you guys, as I am like sharing to ask questions. Like I'm totally an open book. I don't mind answering questions about our journey and all that kind of stuff. So the reason why I mentioned that we were using supplements is because, oh, okay, you're hungry? Okay. Uno momento. We are gonna take a break here and get her a snack. This is our daughter. You want cheese and pickles? Okay, you go in there and I'll bring it to you. Okay? Okay. We're gonna. Okay, sounds good. Sorry. I'm gonna tell you my story while I make a cheese and pickle platter for my daughter. So we were, we're feeling great, taking great supplements. I mean, I feel like you have kids and then you're like, oh, I need to take care of my health, right? Because you want to like live as long as you can for your kids. And so, that's a route like we definitely started to go down when our oldest was born 7 years ago. Is like, okay, like what vitamins should we be taking and, taking care of our health and taking care of our bodies and like all of that kind of stuff. And so, so we were spending about $600 a month on supplements. They were great supplements and it helped us get to a point. But then we had a plateau, okay? Both of us did. Now, my husband is 6'3", and he has surpassed 300 pounds before when he started on his GLP-1 journey. So he is 3 months into his GLP-1 journey. Oh, let me grab something else. And almost, he's 3 months on Wednesday, and I'll be 3 months next Monday. But beforehand, we were taking all of these supplements, but he had, because of his weight, so he's 34 and I am as well, he had extreme gout. He started having heart problems and he had sleep apnea. Like we were looking at getting him a CPAP machine, which at 34 years old, that's hard. That's something that's hard to sit with, right? And our kids are tiny. Our kids are little kids. And so anyways, sorry, hopefully like moving around my house is not making you guys dizzy. But we were looking at what can we do to help him. That was like the biggest thing. It's like, what can we do to help him get healthy? He has about 100 pounds to lose. He is 36 pounds down already in 3 months, and I'm 31 pounds down. I don't have much more to go. I could probably go another 10. These were like tight. Like, you know when you wear workout shorts and they're like bulging? That's how these used to be. And if you actually go to my shorts on YouTube, or if you have Instagram or TikTok, I document a lot on those as well. Anyways, and so, hi. Oh, I love it. Hello, hello. And so anyways, so we decided to start looking into different things to help him with weight loss, and GLP-1 medication was an option. Although we judged it. Both of us judged it pretty hardcore. My second baby we had at home. I had at home. And we're pretty holistic within the decisions that we make in our home, the ingredients that we use, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so I think we just like totally, no, I don't think, I know we did. We judged it because it was an injection. And we weren't really open to it. So we learned about GLP-1s and the option to get on semaglutide or tirzepatide over a year ago. And we just shot it down completely because we judged it. Hold on, I feel like I have another thing of pickles in here somewhere, and I'm like, I don't want to. Oh yeah, I found them. I don't want to open up another one if we already have one open. So anyways, hopefully you guys are sticking with me here. If you're a mom, you're probably so used to the chaos of what I am doing in this moment. Or if you're a stay-at-home parent, if you're not, then you're probably like, oh my gosh. And my husband is a stay-at-home dad. So he's home full-time, I'm home full-time. We homeschool our kids. It's fantastic. Anyways, and so we judged it. We were like, nope, like let's just do it another way. 2.5 years ago, we started exercising regularly. We ate healthy. I gave up soda. He gave up soda. He gave up energy drinks. I mean, the man was drinking a lot of soda and a lot of energy drinks. So that was like part of it too. And we did lose, there's two things. Number one, we did feel good to a certain point. We were going to the gym every day as a family. Our kids would go to little daycare. Like I'd go to a class, he'd go to his workout thing. I'm coming. Oh, we're just here to serve our children. That's honestly what we're here for. Here you go. Liam may have some too, okay? So anyways, I'm gonna close this. Okay. So, we were exercising, we were eating healthy, we were doing like all the things they tell you to do. My husband tried keto, carnivore, intermittent fasting, goodness, what are all the other things that you can do? Counting macros, like doing and being living in a calorie deficit, which is when you eat less calories than your body needs, and hopefully you'll like lose weight there as you work out or whatever. So we did all the things. And it wasn't until April of this last year, so just a couple months ago, that I was like, we are not happy. Like, we're not happy. Like, not that we were like sad or whatever, but we just like, we knew there was something, like there had to be something, right? Like, and I'd seen people using GLP-1s, nobody that I knew, but I had like nobody that I really knew, like that I worked with or went to school with or like knew in person or whatever. And so we had seen people using them. And so I finally was like, okay, let's like, if it's really, you know, getting a 32-year-old a CPAP machine and having him go in for sleep apnea and then getting him, he was on gout medication. There were days where he literally was like set up here, would crawl here because his gout got so bad in his foot, would make the kids eggs sitting on a stool because his foot hurt so bad. Anytime we'd go to like Disneyland, because we love Disney. If you're a Disney person, we love Disney. Anytime we'd go to like Disneyland or anything like that, he literally would go like a day, and then if he got a snack, like a treat or whatever, his gout was back and he'd be limping, and we'd be, you know, trying to get him, you know, supplements or medication or whatever, like to try to make it better so that he could like actually like enjoy the trip and have food and all the things. And so it just sucked, honestly. Like that's the easiest way to say it. So that being said, April rolls around. I'm like, if it's worth like him getting his health back, him being a happy husband, us, you know, we're in a house together all the time, it's probably worth it for me to not judge this. right? So that's when I like really started researching the difference between a medication and a peptide powder, because there's a lot of network marketing companies right now that are like, GLP-1 peptide powders and all that kind of stuff. And you guys like do the research. They're not the same. They are not. They are not the same. If you're someone that wakes up in the morning and throughout your day you're thinking about food and eating food, and you like reward yourself with food or sugary drinks and snacks or coffees or whatever, there's only so much that a powder form is going to do for you, because it doesn't affect the brain. So the food noise, like I literally have to set alarms on my phone to eat because my body is not thinking about eating, where it used to, like, I'd wake up in the morning, first thing I thought about was food. I rewarded myself at 3:00 with Dr. Pepper. Like, I was like, if I do this, I'll get this. If I do this, I'll get this. It was like this constant battle in my mind of like, what can I do so that I can earn more food? Or if I get through the day, that I'm going to give myself, a spoonful of Nutella at night or whatever. And then diets just sucked. We were always moody. Like, when we were eating the things we wanted to eat, we were happy and go lucky and whatever, but we felt like garbage and we were bloated and that wasn't fun, but at least we were happy. And then if we went on diets, we were moody because we were restricting ourselves and we couldn't have the things we really wanted. And we drive past like, really a restaurant we like, or like if you live in Utah, the soda shops here are like, really, it's a big deal. Like if you're in Utah, the soda things, it's a huge deal. Like, and we'd salivate as we drive by, right? And that doesn't happen anymore. So anyways, that's when we decided to look for a telehealth provider. I will link our telehealth provider in the comments of this. I think I can. If not, if you go to any of my YouTube videos, because I've documented the entire journey, if you go to any of the YouTube videos, the provider that we use is linked in the comments. So you can go there. They have 24/7 support. There's no membership fees. There's no doctor fees. There's no like requirements, like for like subscription requirements or like anything like that, which is really cool. And it was definitely the most cost effective for us. It's in the United States. It's only in the United States. So if you're out of the US, like my best recommendation to you if you're out of the US is just see if you can get Ozempic or Zepbound from your doctor. And if you're in the US too, see if you can and see if you can get it covered by insurance. But like our insurance wouldn't cover it, even with like the family history that I have with, so loud. Okay, even with the family history, maybe we should go outside. Let's go outside. Everybody, we're gonna go outside. You get to see my backyard. Let me grab my sunglasses here real quick. I know I put them somewhere. Where did I put them? Yeah, let's do a house tour. A tour of all the things. Okay, I might just need to go out there. Oh, maybe he's done. Okay, maybe he's done sawing for a minute. I don't know. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear him? Yeah, can you guys hear him sawing downstairs or no? You'll have to let me know. If it's too bad, just let me know and I'll go outside. But anyways, so that's what I decided. Found the telehealth provider. It took 10 minutes. So my husband went in, filled out all the questions, said, how much he weighs, did the assessment. You have to answer a bunch of medical questions. And then you submit your driver's license. And then within 48 hours, business hours, you get a text that states whether or not you were approved or not. And there's two options, which is really cool. So if you're technically not overweight, if your BMI is under 28, so it's 27 and under is, your BMI is not high enough for a weight loss dosage. But if your BMI is 28 or higher, and you could just go and Google like BMI, the website that my provider has, and there's a calculator on the homepage that you could do too. Anyways, and so we both were approved for the weight loss, meaning that both of us, obviously my husband and then myself too, we both had BMIs that were 28 or higher. So we were approved for that. And then he got it within 5 business days. And it was here. So he was the first one to start. I started a week later because the changes that I saw in Ty, my husband, in 4 days was extreme. Like he was happy-go-lucky. It was weird. Like he was happy. He was excited. He wasn't in pain anymore. Like his gout pain was like gone within 3 days. It was wild. And he was just like feeling better. And he was telling me about how like he wasn't thinking about food all day and he felt great and he wasn't sick. And it was, we were worried about the side effects. I think that's what most people are worried about is like, what are the side effects going to be like? And I will tell you, I've documented all of this here on YouTube. Go watch the episodes. I've got 13 episodes so far. The biggest things is drinking enough water. So women, you want 80 ounces. a day, and men, you want at least 100 ounces a day. I probably average like 60 ounces a day, and I still feel okay. But if you're not drinking enough water, or if you're not getting enough protein, which take your goal weight times it by 0.8, and that's how many grams of protein you should be getting a day. So again, take your goal weight times it by 0.8, and that's how much protein you'll want to be consuming every day. So if you are not doing those two things, you might be super nauseous. If you've ever done semaglutide and been super, super sick, highly recommend switching to tirzepatide. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, we are on tirzepatide, but I've had people literally switch and say it was like game changing for them. So anyway, so he's down 36, I'm down 31, weigh-in days tomorrow. I've documented our entire journey. We've just shared like the realness for us. And it's been huge. Like how we show up as parents, we're just much more motivated to do things. It's wild what can happen, like when you feel a bit better inside, like just like health wise, because your body's not like over inflamed and in pain and all of that kind of stuff. You're not holding on to all this extra weight, but also just, your confidence changes as your body changes and as you lose weight. Like all of my clothes I'm selling right now at a secondhand store in town, because I was, a large to an extra large. Some of my clothes were a double XL, like in shirts and things. And I'm now in a small medium. Like these shorts that are hanging off of me are a large, and I'm going to keep them just so I can continue to take videos and things like that. I got some jeans that I'm doing with with that too. So anyways, yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's just a little bit about us. We're going to continue to document our story because we didn't know anybody, like I said, that was doing this and that was documenting it. When we did post about it, so many friends and family of ours contacted us. Oh my goodness, I've been on GLP-1 for a year. I've been on it for like 6 months. I've been on it for 2 months. It's been amazing. I've lost this much weight. This is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why isn't anybody talking about this? And it's because there's so much shame behind it. So I don't know. I'm a therapist, so I don't really have an issue talking about anything. I also have a history of having an eating disorder. I've been recovering for well over 11 years and feel really good, and haven't had a relapse in 11 years, which is great, especially having babies and all of that. And so I'm okay to talk about it. I think it's healthy. Oh, now he's got the saw going again. I think it's healthy to talk about too. So just wanted to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about our story. Again, I will link our provider in the comments if I can. If not, just go to any of our YouTube videos and you'll see all the links to the things that we talk about in the description. And yeah, just happy to be here. Excited to be on YouTube and kind of raising more awareness, and also happy to answer any questions. So feel free to reach out or comment on. I don't think you can DM on YouTube, but you could just ask me in any of the videos that you watch, and I'll answer it for you. Okay, nice to meet you. Bye. Now I don't know how to end this. Ooh, here we go. Okay.